Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 10.
While the world wrestles with a pandemic, parts of the Red River Valley are also having to deal with flooding. Valley News Team's Courtney Lonkey shows you what some folks to the north are up against.
A lifetime in North Dakota and 4 years in this Manville home, Katie Gown says she's seen it all when it comes to high water.
It becomes an island every year. It's just, my husband grew up around here, so I guess we don't think that it's as big of a deal as maybe other people hear of interstates shutting down and a town becoming an island.
This year's flooding prompted the closure of a 25-mile stretch of I-29 from Manville to Grafton. Katie's husband works in Oslo, so she says it'll be tough.
It affects them every year. They're moving combines right now to make sure that things are on this side of the water.
For others, just getting to the interstate is a problem.
If they want to get out of their house, they need to take a boat to a tractor and get it to a truck.
Amanda Holverson has lived in Manville her whole life. She deals with flooding every spring, but says it's been a unique challenge this time around because of the coronavirus pandemic.
I would just say it's another thing to add to the rest of the stuff going on right now.
Yeah.
It makes it a little harder because then you have to stock up even more when you're stuck in your houses.
Good news for Hoverson and Gown. River levels have peaked for the season, and officials are looking to open the interstate back up sometime next week. In Manville, Courtney Lonkey, Valley News Live.
For more information about the closures and detours, visit the Valley News Live app. Another person has died in North Dakota with COVID-19. The state total is now at 7. The latest death was a woman in her 70s who acquired the virus through community spread. Overall, there have been 278 positive tests with over 9,600 tested. 13 patients are currently hospitalized. 105 are listed as recovered. In Minnesota, another 7 deaths have been reported. The state is now at 57 related to COVID-19. With another 94 new cases today, there have now been 1,336 positives from the nearly 34,000 tests. 143 patients are in the hospital, with 64 patients in ICU. 732 patients no longer need to be isolated. After getting criticism from Republican lawmakers, the state of Minnesota released the model it's using to make its decisions on social distance policies. In the model, the course of action the state has taken is projecting 22,000 deaths due to COVID-19, with the peak coming this summer. For some perspective, Minnesota has recorded 57 deaths in the past 3 weeks. Health officials say their model is pessimistic, but they rather not take any chances.
This is about the COVID-19 disease and how it progresses specifically. This is not a model that attempts to model out economic impact.
Minnesota health officials also say their current policies will extend the spread of the coronavirus well into the summer, but it will be at a lower rate and hopefully save more lives. Despite closing their doors to friends and family, more and more nursing homes are reporting cases of COVID-19. Valley News Team's Alexandra Kay takes a closer look at what facilities are doing to stop the spread to their employees and residents.
Tiffany Ballgreen's dad moved to Bethany Nursing Home in Fargo to be closer to the family. This is how visits between the family look now.
It's just good to see him, but he is terminal, so our time with him is limited anyway, so we want to, see him as much as possible, and right now this is the only way to do it.
Bethany, like all nursing homes, have taken extra steps to keep the coronavirus out, such as restricting visitations and screening staff every time they walk in.
Well, really the only traffic into the building is employees, and so consequently the fact that we're free now, if something gets into the building, it's probably an employee that's brought it in. And so we stress constantly how much they need to be smart when they're not at work.
Bethany says it also gave their employees who work multiple jobs an ultimatum: working only at Bethany or leave.
As hard as that is to do, because we understand they need the income as well, it's all about the residents, and their health and safety is priority for us.
So far, Bethany has been coronavirus free. Eventide and Fargo can't say the same. They just confirmed their first case.
We've really been preparing for this, since all of the COVID-19 stuff started happening. So we had a great action plan in place. So when we found out there was a positive, they implemented that plan right away.
Eventide says they are now screening residents for symptoms 3 times a day. They aren't requiring their employees to quit second jobs.
The way we view it is that you are probably apt to contract COVID-19 when you're grocery shopping or when you're pumping gas. Because of all the restrictions that we put in place in our facility with our screenings and with our additional cleanings, that's probably one of the best places. That's probably where I would want to be. One of the best places to be to avoid contracting COVID-19.
As for Ballgreen, she says she's grateful for the precautions Bethany is taking to keep her dad safe. In Fargo, Alexandra Kay.
Love you, Dad.
Valley News Live.
See you Sunday.
At both nursing homes, employees are wearing personal protection equipment when at work. They're open for any donations of PPE and hand sanitizer. Mayo Clinic has rolled out a plan of spending reductions, including payroll cuts, to cover a $3 billion shortfall. The move will impact many of the healthcare providers' 70,000 employees across the sites, including the Mayo Clinic Health System site in Rochester. Mayo's executive leadership will take the largest cuts in percentage terms, 20% starting this month. Senior managers and other salaried employees will also see their salaries cut. Hourly employees will see their pay rates maintained at current levels, but some hourly employees will be subjected to furloughs. There are now 190 positive COVID-19 cases tied to the Smithfield Foods plant in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, after 80 new cases were announced today alone. The plant announced a 3-day shutdown yesterday. The 190 cases tied to the plant represents over 60% of the positive cases in Minnehaha County. South Dakota's Governor, Kristi Noem, declared a public health emergency in the county and says the state is deploying more of its resources to that hotspot. The pork plant supplies grocery stores in the FM area. Family members of a missing 35-year-old man and his 1-year-old daughter have confirmed the discovery of their bodies in a burned-down Hillsboro home. The family of Adam Gettle were notified around noon today that the bodies were located, according to his older sister, Mandy Thompson. Thompson said they were found together inside the charred house with Gettle's daughter wrapped around his arms. The federal government is dishing out more than $6 billion in emergency cash grants for college students impacted by the coronavirus nationwide. That translates into nearly $11.5 million for colleges and universities in North Dakota. NDSU will receive $3.8 million of that. UND will get about $2.7 million. The college or university will distribute the money to students as it determines. To see the list of how much each school will get in North Dakota, find this story on our VNL News app. A follow-up to something that we ran last night. We're starting to get A+ to you shout-outs. Now, if you're a teacher, a student, even a parent of a student, we here at Valley News Live want you to get involved. Record and send us a short video, no more than 15 seconds. Make it a message to your teacher, to your classmates, or to your students. We'll feature them on Valley News Live at 5, 5:30, and also at 6. Now, videos can be uploaded by going to Valley News Live, click on the Upload Photo link on the right-hand side of your screen, and then click on Add Your Media to the A+ to You link. One more thing. When you record yours, turn the phone this way. I want to show it to you. It's called landscape. This way we'll see your smiling video and your smiling face throughout the whole TV screen, okay?